Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Docliff here, and welcome to the most anticipated players of FIFA 16 in the Barclays Premier League. Basically, I want to do a short little series explaining why I want to use these players that I've selected in various positions on the field and give you my 2 cents about them and what they've done for me in the past and what I think they'll do for me in the future. So, to start off, we have Davit Daheia in goal. We actually got an upgrade from 85 to 86, and I decided to go and put him in the team put him in this list simply because he's still in the Premier League and it's past deadline day, so it's kind of awkward that he's still here for Manchester United, which is my favorite BPL team. So, but you know, he's gonna have to play. I don't think there's any other way around it. Davit Daheia should be interested to see him in FIFA 16. Next up, we have another goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. I mean, he didn't get an upgrade, but still he's the same 6'6" Belgian keeper that we all know and love, and he will continue to be used in most BPL sides of mine. There's nothing really else that I need to say about him. I think people really get the gist about Courtois if you played FIFA. Next, we have Gael Clichy. Again, same reason that you like Clichy from last year is the same reason you like Clichy this year. The pace and the defending. That's really the two main stats you want to look at with fullbacks in FIFA. So that's always key. You gotta look at the sliding tackles and standing tackles too. Marking all extremely good. And something kind of surprising is his crossings of 79. That's something that just jumps out to me personally. Next up, we have Luke Shaw, the English left back out of Manchester United. All around, he's improved from last year, as you can see here. Nothing much really that you need to go over with Shaw. Pace is good, defending's good, dribbling's good, physical's decent. But a key thing that you need to note about Shaw is that he's 6 foot tall. Now that could come in handy in a few situations when it comes to blocking crosses from actually happening. You know, like a little bit of extra height can make a difference. Next up, we have Matteo Darmiyan, another fullback for Manchester United. Very interesting to see what he's going to do this season. Not only in real life, but on the video game itself. So far, so good. Transferred, I believe, from Serie A to the BPL. I believe he was a 67 last year, so this is a huge upgrade for him. I figured, personally, he'd be like a 78 or somewhere around there. Something like Shaw, but then again, he's actually proved himself this season. Great pace, good defending, good physical stats. That sliding tackle is ridiculous. His aggression's ridiculous. Let's move on. We have Nicholas Otamendi. I really wish Manchester United would have went after him, but to no avail. I do believe he's going to be very key in squad builders when it comes to maybe if you want to have like a BPL Liga mix with, you know, Aguero and Messi. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Just something a little crazy. Otamendi would be perfect for that. Decent pace, good defending, really good defending overall. If you look at those defending stats, interceptions, heading, marking, standing tackle, sliding tackle, all above 86. That's outstanding. The only thing that really is a downside is stamina in terms of what you want to see. Defending and physical are the two main things you want to see. Passing, it is a thing for center backs, but apparently passing statistics have went down on center backs this year, so that should be interesting to see how it's going to play out in the game itself. Next, we have Yohan Cabaye. This is just the start of my midfield. By the way, there's more than 11 players here. It's just kind of a general selection of players that I really want to get my hands on. So One thing you'll notice about me picking midfielders is I really need to have good passing, crossing, free kick, long shots, all come into play. I don't care so much about pace or sprint speed. Dribbling is okay to have, but really I like passing and long shots and your occasional defending. Yohan Cabaye can give you a little bit of everything. His free kicks are amazing. Up next we have Nemanja Matic, one of, if not the best center defensive mid in all of the Barclays Premier League. And simple reason why is because he has 90 strength, 83 aggression, 88 interceptions, 85 standing tackle, and 84 reactions. Huge statistics that pop out right off the bat. And overall, he'll give you a little bit of everything. 77 passing overall, so definitely just a key guy to have on a BPL side. Next up, we have Marko Arnautovic, the captain of Stoke City, or I believe he's the captain. I like to call him Captain Arnautovic, so hopefully he is the captain. Otherwise, I've just completely messed that up. But again, free kicks are amazing with him. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Can't really go wrong with me. 6'3", very large for someone that can play on the wing or left midfield. Not necessarily good defensively, which you might want in a midfielder in terms of left and right midfield. Sometimes you want them to be good in defending, sometimes you want them to get off the field. It just kind of depends on your play style. But overall, this is a solid card to have. 70s and just about everything on the main card besides defending. And can only get better, in my opinion. Next we have Cysts Fabregas, and there's really one reason, and one reason alone why I have him on this list, and that is short passing and long passing. He can set up just about anybody. It seemed like he was going to break the record for assists in one season by one player in the BPL last year, so he's just on another level when it comes to passing and playmaking ability, and also dribbling's really good. Just overall, one of the best passers on the game, and it's key to have him. Next we have Dmitri Pie, another French midfielder like Cabaye. I like using Pie. Decent at free kicks, and overall just a guy that's very active. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's been good for West Ham so far this season. 81's well deserved. Should be interesting to see how he plays out the rest of the year and how he does in FIFA. Next we have Gylfi Sigurdsson. Personal favorite of mine. His free kicks are ridiculous. You notice a pattern here. Free kicks, short passing, dribbling occasionally. That's kind of what my midfield is. Nothing much to say about him. I love his name. 3-star skill move, 3-star weak foot, 6'1". Pace is the downside, but he's Gylfi Sigurdsson. Next up, we have Wayne Rooney, the English captain. Captain of Manchester United. Look at those shooting stats. Everything green. Pace is 75, which is you can work with that. Passing is ridiculous. Physical is ridiculous. Dribbling is ridiculous. You can't really go wrong. I'll probably play him at cam myself, but he's just a tank. Just a tank. He's 29 years old. He kind of looks older than 29, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Next up, we have a dark horse, which is Eder. 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Now, he's probably overall one of the worst cards I've selected, but his beast rating is an 88. That's a key stat. He's very physical, which if you play him through on a through ball, like on the ground or something, he's going to be able to box someone out and really get a shot off with. Like, that's the main thing I like about him. Portuguese could be a special link there with the Portuguese side if you wanted to do that. I really haven't used Gomez very much, or Andre Ayew, so I didn't include them from Swansea. But Eder, I've played with him on FIFA for a while, and it's interesting to see him move to Swansea. Next we have Memphis Depay. He's just one of those players that comes around once in a lifetime. I think he's going to be something. Time will tell. Pace is on his side. Dribbling, absolutely amazing. 4-star skill moves, only 2-star weak foot. So far, he's getting used to the Premier League. Should be very interesting. Has very good shot power. His long shots are decent. Finishing could be better in terms of on this game, maybe a little bit in real life too. I think it should be a little bit higher. But, you can't really nitpick at EA. They really try to precisely give these guys the correct ratings. So, 90 free kick too. That's a main one. And lastly, we have Sergio Aguero, 4-star. Pace, dribbling, shooting. Good night. Game over. One of my favorite strikers, if not my favorite striker in the whole game, Sergio Aguero. He has high, medium work rates, which is, I don't really pay much attention to work rates, except for the fact when maybe a defender has high work rates, like David Luiz. That's someone to take into consideration. But Aguero, someone that can just put the ball in the back of the net. You got to have him. One of my favorites. And that's basically going to do it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, have a nice day.